you know, we're rocking and rolling, baby. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on, Streamland? Thanks for checking us out today on JD Unstoppable. I am JD Rosario from Unstoppable Comics, hanging out with the right hand man Ryan, and we got a big day in geekdom going on today, baby. Right?
My favorites.
Your favorites. Well, not only is Black Panther debuting this weekend, but yes, thank you for not burying the lead. But the trailer popped out today for John Wick #4 coming in 2023. Yeah, boy.
I don't know how this guy keeps doing it. He's a vampire. He doesn't age. Well, maybe that's part of the Wickverse. He's gonna be a vampire.
He is the fucking man, bro. I mean, out of all the films, out of all the franchises he had, Bill and Ted, Matrix, John Wick. Is John Wick your favorite?
No, Matrix is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, we're living in the Matrix. How can the Matrix not be your favorite? Have you seen the look up here? You see the guy up there? That's my boy Neo. And on the other side.
Hold on. Let's give you the single on that one. Hold on. Let's give you the single. Who's on the other side there?
Give me a wide. That's my boy John Wick. I can't zoom in right there.
John Wick. That's
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga, yes.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to. So I wanted to start with the shot here like this. But anyway, for real, I think.
Maybe wait. After all of this, I'm sorry. All right, hands down, Keanu's your favorite dude.
Yes,
right? Your favorite actor, right? Okay. But out of the two franchises, if you had to choose Wick or Matrix, you're going with Matrix?
It's hard because I have to give it to Matrix. Only because it started so much more. It's like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Wick, obviously more modern, more badass, but you cannot deny the impact that the Matrix has had, right? Let me turn
okay. All right. It's had 4 movies. Wick is about to enter his 4th.
Yeah, but John Wick has had a much higher bar of quality, consistent quality, throughout the entire 3 movies that Matrix unfortunately did. I loved all the Matrix movies, but the Matrix just didn't have it, right? So I think the difference is I don't think John Wick was designed to be a trilogy or anything, right? It wasn't one large story they try to break down into chunks, where I think that's that might have been where they fell short with the Matrix. I feel like the Matrix had that. They dropped that one movie. It was groundbreaking, amazing, shook the world, right?
Then we got the cartoon, the
Animatrix, which is actually really good. That should have been released, like theaters maybe. That would have done better than the sequels. And then for the sequels, they're like, well, we got to make another one, right? So how do we continue this story? And then they did the whole, well, let's shoot both of them at the same time, which was kind of new back then. And I don't know. I mean, I still like them. In fact, I'll be honest, I love them because they're just more Matrix things, but obviously not as good as the original. John Wick, on the other hand, it speaks to kind of that fantasy that we all have of being the ultimate badass assassin. It's kind of the
who got out the game,
right? And it's so badass that like he doesn't even need to do it anymore. It's just in his, he's just in his blood or whatever. Plus the revenge story of you killed my puppy. I mean, I'm a dog lover too, right? So it is hard to pick though. As Glenda in the chat says, like it is very hard to pick.
All right, well, not to bury the lead or anything, we're talking about John Wick finally expanding. That's one thing that he has over the Matrix. But before we get into that, I want to talk about a couple of unfortunate passings these last few days, and these are people who are from comicdom, because that's where my background comes from. But first passed away is the artist known as Kevin O'Neill. He is most notable for books like Martial Law and The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That was a series of books that was turned into a movie. If you saw the movie, please give the books a try. They were great works of art. And really, I mean, the movie doesn't hold a candle to what the books were putting together. And another unfortunate passing, Carlos Pacheco, superstar artist as well, done work for Marvel and DC, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Superman, and one of his greatest works was a book called Avengers Forever, and it was a 12-issue miniseries. And I know if you've been following the Marvel stuff, one of the titles of the movies coming up is Avengers Forever, right? And I doubt it has anything to do with, oh no, it may have something to do with the book that Carlos worked on, because Kang was the villain and maybe pseudo hero in that series. So we know Kang is going to be the main bad guy in the Avengers movies coming up. So maybe some tie-in. And these superstar artists unfortunately are gone, and their legacies are locked in though. People are going to be reading their works forever.
Yeah, the legacy is locked in. That's one thing we were kind of talking about off camera. What was it, yesterday? Today? Time doesn't mean anything to me anymore. About legacies, right?
It's about legacies, baby. It's about legacies, and these guys definitely have a legacy to follow. So, please, I don't want to say spread the word about these guys passing, but keep their memories alive by reading the books that they've worked on. That's the best way to honor them, and pass that on to people. Introduce them to some of the stuff that we love in cinema that originated in some of the comic books from yesterday. But now, getting back to today's title, is the John Wickverse finally expanding?
Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. And after many failed attempts of expanding into certain areas, such as the Continental, what else?
The High Table.
The High Table series, right?
A series or set of movies.
Okay. And the Halle Berry spinoff, right? That didn't happen.
That one I think was more rumored because of how people just liked her after that last one.
Okay.
I don't remember it actually having been all that serious.
Okay.
But I mean, those dogs are badass too. Like, you start the series off with the revenge story about the cute little pup, right? Mm-hmm. And then you bring in two badass dogs later. I don't know. That kind of brought that little part of the story, I don't want to say full circle because it hasn't ended. And John Wick in the third one has that Rottweiler, or that pit bull, excuse me.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
And now, as you can see here in the chat, people have seen it. What has been announced? What has just been started? Jay?
What has been announced? And that's this one here, ladies and gentlemen. There won't be pit bulls, but there will definitely be ballerinas. And the first spinoff from the John Wickverse is the ballerina starring Ana de Armas.
Yes.
It started production on the 8th. So they're just a few days ago.
So this should be up pretty soon then, right?
I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out.
I don't know.
But they're going to say that Ana de Armas is going to be starring in the ballerina. And she's going to be a young assassin who was trained at the ballet school scene in John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Yes.
I don't know if Angelica Houston is going to be in it. I don't know, what other elements are going to be involved in it at all. We just know that it has started. So we never got the Continental, which I really would have liked to see, a nice anthology series of what happens there. But we are getting the latest hot woman in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just put her up there. Let's just enjoy Ana de Armas. I mean, wow.
2022 Kelly Kapowski.
I'm going to let you pass, but please never reference Saved by the Bell again in my presence. Sir.
You told me she didn't look like Kelly Kapowski? Come on.
No, she does not look like Kelly Kapowski.
Yes, she does. All. Chat will agree with me. I guarantee you on that.
Let's see. Did anybody say? Did anybody? Let's see. What are they saying about it? She was so good in Bond. Yes, that was a Bond picture.
Her song too.
Were fantastic. Yeah. Nope.
I
William
don't put that
Santos,
one up.
no.
Repeat that comment. That's no. See, there we go. 2-1. I'm winning.
What is it? Yes, a young version. Enigma Umbrella, you will be kicked from chat, sir. The mention Saved by the Bell, no more. But which I'm going. Yeah, no. I here we go. Here we go. Keanu Reeves is also going to be. Chappie is shouting out. What's up, Chappie? Chappie worked with us on some of the things from the latest Vicky Sticks book that came out. So thank you, Chappie, for chiming in on this. So yes, Keanu Reeves is going to be in the ballerina. Okay, so we know that. And we know Ian McShane will be in the ballerina as well. For those of you who don't know who Ian McShane is, that's this gentleman right here. The voice.
Yeah, young man.
The guy who gives depth and gravitas to the John Wick franchise. The purveyor of the Continental, Mr. Ian McShane. I don't know about you. I think Ian is the fucking man. You know, I can hear him read, you know, the Sunday funnies, real estate, the most boring thing. I just love his fucking voice.
Ingredients on the box. Dude, yeah, the dude's voice is legendary.
He's the voice of fucking God, bro. Oh, mind you, excuse me. This was a little bit taken from the John Wick preview that dropped today, the trailer. I hope you all have seen the trailer. It is awesome.
Yeah. Check it out.
Let's talk about the trailer for a second. All right. John Wick starts off talking to one of the greatest martial artists in cinema today, Mr. Donnie Yen.
Now, he's up to the big bad, right?
Yeah, baby.
But where does he come in? Because they don't really. I mean, he's obviously never been mentioned in any of the other movies, right? He's going to be brand new, unless he. I mean, I couldn't catch it from the trailer. But where do you think he falls in? What's the motivation here? I watched the trailer 3 times and I still don't know.
I don't know, but is he the big bad or is Skarsgård, right? The Grand
that's the guy he has the showdown with, right? They actually they say it straight up, like, oh, you're gonna do a 1-on-1 or whatever they call it, 1v1 basically. He said 1v1 me, bro. But
they're gonna face off. They're gonna face off. Pistols at dawn, maybe in front of the Eiffel Tower, right? Whoever doesn't show up is dead, no matter what, right? They signed their death warrant.
Right.
Clancy Brown is the one showing off the pistols. I don't know if you know who Clancy Brown is, but he was the big bad, for those of you who do not know, in Highlander. I mean, his geek cred goes back to the 80s, baby. He was doing this. He was in The Bride of Frankenstein with Sting. I mean, he is the fucking man. Oh, and for other people, he's the voice of SpongeBob's boss in Mr. Crabapple. No.
He was also in the last season of Dexter, right?
He was in the last season of Dexter. That's right.
He was the big bad in that. The reason I think Donnie Yen is the main bad guy, is because most of the most of the 1v1 battling you see in the trailer is him versus Donnie Yen.
Yes.
It has like what?
Not just Donnie Yen. He is Donnie Yen, the blind swordsman.
Right. So, first of all, can we also mention, before I forget, that Hiroyuki Sanada's in this?
Yes.
And no matter what he's in, put a sword in his hand and just let him do his thing.
Now, he's having a sit-down conversation with him. Is he a homie? Is he a brother in arms? Is he someone that he's gone up into battle with before? Is he the head of the Yakuza?
Well, we've seen many adversaries in the John Wick movies sit down and talk to each other, because generally they're on continental grounds or some sort of, off-limits locations.
Well, okay, so was it the Continental or whatever the Continental would be in Japan? Because we saw a lot of neon lights.
Yes, that's what I think it is. It's going to be, remember they took us to, what was the other location? I want to say Egypt, but it's not. Yeah. It's, oh my Lord.
With the desert sequences.
Yes, where they had the other location where, the entire assassins, whatever.
Okay, so
Work out.
let's go back to Donnie Yen for a second, right? Our blind swordsman. You said he's the big bad. Is he the main bad, or is he the underboss like Common? Or
I think he's going to be the one doing the majority of the fighting because I mean the dude from Skarsgård. I mean, they show him walking around. He's got his bodyguards or whatever. Like he's obviously more important, but he's not going to be as interesting to fight, right? So they're going to that showdown with pistols. You know, they're going to do that. Probably walk back. They're going to stand back to back and have a good old school.
If we get to that point, because if you've seen the trailer, he's shooting people as he's going up steps.
Right.
You know?
So actually, somebody in chat, a couple people.
Oh my God, I've been missing on these chats. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, chat lighten up. They're basically saying that he's trying to stop Wick from getting to the final fight. But is he trying to stop him, or is he just trying to get rid of him? You know, as soon as he can. So you saw in the Donnie's also fighting Sonata in the trailer. Yeah, Sonata, you're not thinking is going to be one of Wick's adversaries.
Okay.
Morocco. There we go. I was like Mozambique, Madagascar. I knew it started with an M.
No.
So yeah, this is probably going to be whatever Japan's version of the Continental is, and maybe that's Sonata's.
She loved Ian McShane, I'm assuming, as Odin in American Gods.
Right. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe Sonata is the one that runs that spot in Japan.
Okay. The Continental of Japan.
We know they like those kind of action sequences with swords. We've seen them do the swords before, right? Actually, in every single movie except the first one. So adding swords to this one is just gonna, with the swordsman like Sonata. Come on.
And what the underboss in Parabellum was, whatchamacallit, Mr. Oh my God, the cooking show. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, Iron Chef.
Iron Chef. Why am I blanking on his name? And I know
last week too, Brotherhood of the Wolf guy. I can't remember his name either.
Yeah, dude. Come on, chat. Hook me up here, chat. Brotherhood of the Wolf, Mark Dacascos. No, not Mark Dacascos. Is it Mark Dacascos?
Yeah, that's right.
Mark Dacascos. Yes, right. So he was the underboss in Parabellum.
Yeah.
Ruby Rose was the underboss in the second one.
Right.
Right. Where John Wick killed someone on the high table.
First one. She was the first one.
She was the first one?
Common was in the second one. Remember Common's he's being chased around by Common the entire goddamn movie?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Was Ruby Rose in the...
No. Wasn't Ruby Rose the bodyguard of the Italian guy? Yeah, Ruby Rose is the bodyguard of the Italian guy, and his sister had Common as her
but he killed the sister early on, right? And that's why Common's chasing him after. But I mean, I don't know.
All right.
And we got banned from the chat as well for saying he's never watched any.
Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Boy, I mean, John Wick is some of the best movies that's out there, man.
I tell you, I'd lend you the Blu-rays or some shit, but I have them on digital, so yeah.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. Okay, Ruby's the second one.
Ruby
All right.
is in the second one, right? Right. And did they kill Ruby Rose in the second one?
Oh yeah, he killed her.
Right? She died in the elevator?
Yeah. No, it was I think it was near the elevator, on the floor near the elevator.
Right. And Common didn't die. He just got the gut shot and he left him on the train.
Yeah. No, he stabbed him.
But he stabbed him in the stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a Common fan, but whatever. Yeah. Maybe he'll show up. Viewing party. Yeah, there we go.
I'm down, Jay. I'm down. Viewing party of all the John Wicks before John Wick comes out. Let's put that together here tonight. Let's find some place where we could get this all together.
You can do it
1, 2, and 3
at an AMC. They're probably gonna have those events. If not, maybe we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah, I'm down with that. If anybody wants to get together, let's put that together. When in 2023 does John Wick come out?
So yesterday they said 3/23/23, but today at the end of the trailer it said 3/24/23.
All right, so March. Yeah,
3, 2, 4, 2, 3. Palindrome, baby. Love it.
Palindrome. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, it's too intelligent for Micah. Here we go. And then my brother saying he's down. The missus, she's down to rock and roll. A 65-inch big basement. Okay, whoever's got one.
65. We need bigger than 65.
Oh yeah, we need a bigger than
We go 85, maybe 105. We gotta get a projector out here, or maybe rent out a theater. Let's see.
I'm sure. You know what? Like Black Panther's coming out. It came out today. Excuse me. And I know that there were a lot of theaters starting Black Panther 1.
Yeah.
And going into Black Panther 2. Wakanda Forever showings directly after that, starting at I think some places as early as 12 o'clock here, East Coast time. So they will probably be taking advantage of.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a marathon. I know AMC does that all the time. But yeah, we should do that. If not,
I'm down, because you know what? If there's any voice that I want to hear and any person I want to see in John Wick, it is Mr. Morpheus himself.
Oh yes. Okay, so Jay, remind me that I need to, while we're on stream, give my theory that I've been telling you guys for years, just so that I don't lose credit when it finally comes out, that the John Wick movies are just, in fact, Neo's dreams from the Matrix.
Listen, you got it right now.
Okay. So,
run with it.
If anybody has actually seen these movies, you would know all the people that are kind of involved in both of these productions. The stunt team from the Matrix movies is obviously the guy who did. You there? Yeah. They're involved. We've got, what do you call them? Agents from the Matrix are in the first movie. They're also some of the stunt guys. One pretty popular one too. He was one of the main agents in Matrix Reloaded.
Which agent are you talking about?
I don't know his name, but he's the tall guy. He can kick probably an 8-foot man in the face. The
one who had Harley Quinn crush his legs in the Harley Quinn movie. That he was that he did the Mortal Kombat TV show. That he's Belgium also.
Possibly.
He was an Atomic Blonde.
Yes, that's the same agent. Yes, he's in that. There's another one.
John Wick?
Yeah, in the first John Wick, in the scene inside the club. Where the sun.
Yes.
He's in there. He's fighting him.
Yes. Oh my God! Keep talking. I'm gonna look him up right now.
Yeah, look up his face. All right, so that's another one, right? The obvious one, Lawrence Fishburne, right, is in it.
Right.
Who else? The Keymaker from the Matrix is also the Doctor in the John Wick movies.
Yes.
The only one that hasn't come in, that's probably the biggest one, is Carrie-Anne Moss, right? Now there are rumors that she will cameo in John Wick 4, but that was only started. Those rumors were started because of the fourth Matrix movie, after they were doing the rounds, doing press for the latest Matrix movie. Somebody else was like, all right, you guys are working together again, so are we going to expect you guys to be working more in the future? And they kind of looked at each other and like, yeah, I guess so. Nothing real serious, but people are like, oh, that means she's going to be in the next John Wick movie, Who else?
All right, so here we go. The first John Wick flick.
Yeah.
Right? We got...
Blow me up there. Let's get a little zoom here.
Okay, you mess with that, right? We got Keanu. We got Michael Nyquist. Unfortunately, he was no longer with us. Alfie Allen played Joseph. Willem Dafoe, Marcus. Dean Winters played Avi. Adrienne Padalecki played Miss Perkins. Omer Barrena played Gregory. Toby Leonard Moore played Victor. I don't know who these last two people are, but the guy you were talking about is this one right here. Daniel Bernhardt.
I didn't know his name. There you go.
Daniel Bernhardt has starred in, he was in, he's in more than one Matrix movie.
Yeah.
Um, Extraction 2. Oh, coming up. Okay, cool. That's the Thor movie on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
Um,
Chris Hemsworth. His
Hemsworth. There we go. So he
yeah.
was in the Matrix Resurrections uncredited, so he did show up again.
Well, no, because they're showing clips
Got
from
you.
the
He was
original
in
Matrix.
Fast and Furious. He was in Escape Plan. He was in Barry, Lethal Weapon,
He's been in a
Brian,
lot.
Kill 'Em All, Atomic Blonde. Yes. Logan. I don't remember him in Logan. Okay. Logan. Kevin Hart, Team Life, Precious Cargo, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Castle, Brothers, The Vatican Tapes, John Wick as Kirelli. Yes, he was in Hunger Games also. Okay, I don't remember him in Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I watched Hunger Games, but that was, that's one of those you watch and you never go back at. Whatever. In chat there, Jay John saying he was the main agent besides Hugo Weaving in the second Matrix. In fact, yeah, he's the one that when the agents are knocking on the door of the meeting that they're having in the basement, he's the one that basically knocks the door in.
Was he the one on the trailer? He did the Van Damme between the two tractor trailers. Remember, he did the split. Matrix 2. Come on, these are your flicks. You were talking about it.
I don't know what split you're talking about.
There was a highway fight scene, right?
He's the one jumping on the hood of the car in the highway fight scene. That is right. It.
But remember, one of the agents did a split in between the two trailers. He did the Van Damme split.
I don't remember a split between the two trailers.
Oh my God, Jay John, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jason.
No. He's saying he's the agent on the highway, smashing the cars, jumping from one to the next. I don't think he's saying he did a split.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He did the split on the highway. How is it? You are the Matrix guy. You're the Matrix.
And I've seen that movie probably 50
when it comes to the Matrix.
I've seen that.
I just got validated.
And I do not remember a split.
I don't know, man. You're losing chips in this game, baby. You're losing chips in the game.
My brain isn't working. I need more caffeine. Is probably
William. Yes, that was Love and Thunder. Hemsworth did it also. Oh, he did it very bad.
Yeah.
But Daniel Bernhardt did do it. Here we go. We got Champit. There was no split, but he did jump on top of a car to leap to a truck.
Yeah.
We got it going on here.
We got a battle here. We got a battle. If YouTube would
did a split.
A damn clip for you.
I say he did it. Thor, and then Thor. Baby, we on Matrix right now. Let's listen. My wife. Let's stop talking about Thor right now for a second, okay? We're in the Matrix. We're looking for a split in the Matrix 2 between the two trailers.
Listen, right? I can tell you how he does it. So he jumps, and in slow motion, he stomps on the car, and then jumps up again onto the other car, and then he gets shot, and it doesn't work out for him.
Oh, so he dies?
No, he just keeps switching. Remember, he just changes from one to another one. That's all. Anyway, all right, no split. Whatever. I don't think there was a split. I think I would have remembered a split.
I don't know, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna watch the movie now. So let's end this, and I'll go watch it. And
we'll figure it out. I'm going through a ton of images right now to try to find this. I'm 100% sure. 100% sure.
We'll find it. If it actually happened, we will find it. I don't think that happened. Either way, that's another one of those people that's in the John Wick movies, who was in the Matrix, which gives me more of those instances, to prove my point that the John Wick movies are just Neo dreaming.
Okay.
So essentially, that's a fun little theory I have, and I'll just keep looking for things to try and make sense of that. But there's others, and I know I have others because I sat down and I explained this to you. I think I even wrote them down a couple of years ago. But I'll keep cataloging, see who else pops up. But listen, we've got enough already. The only person that needs to show up is Carrie-Anne Moss. Carrie-Anne Moss shows up in any one of these John Wick movies. You cannot convince me otherwise. That
does it only have to be Carrie-Anne Moss? Like if Joey Pants shows up, does it help validate that?
Oh, anybody helps validate. But if Carrie-Anne Moss shows up, my theory is 100% true, and they need to hire me and pay me money to give them.
I got something.
Marketing
In my opinion, that would lock this down without having to show anyone else. All right, because there's only one Matrix movie that counts, and that was the first Matrix movie.
Right.
Matrix 2, 3, 4, the cartoon. To me, it doesn't matter. But there was one moment during the Matrix that if this shows up in John Wick, I'll give you the nod. I'll concede.
Okay, hold that thought.
Okay.
What was at the end of this last trailer? I know the people in chat probably haven't seen it yet, but what did Keanu Reeves say at the end of this last trailer? Do you remember?
No, what did he say?
It was a variation on probably one of the most famous lines from The Matrix. And who does he say it to? He says it to Morpheus. He says, "I'm going to need a gun." Instead of, "I need guns." Lots of guns. That's one of the most famous lines from that movie. He asked Morpheus for a goddamn gun. Come on. Anyway, all right, go on. What were you going to say?
All right, so we got Chappé agreeing with me almost. Matrix 1, Animatrix, and the first game, Enter the Matrix, matter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, they matter.
Remember this. If you played Enter the Matrix before Matrix Reloaded came out and there was a supposed split, they actually ruined that highway explosion scene in that game.
Okay.
They put the entire explosion, the biggest CG moment of the entire movie, they probably spent millions of dollars on it. They actually put that in the game that came out a week before the movie came out.
Okay.
And ruined that scene. I remember being actually really angry that they had put that in the game.
Really? You get angry at spoilers? I don't care about it.
I hate spoilers.
Really?
I hate them with a passion.
Okay.
But yeah, go on. So what's your...
All right, so there's one thing that can happen that will say, all right, I bow to you. You are correct. And that's if a woman in red shows up.
Oh, now I'm going to go search the other movies for women in red because I guarantee you there's one in there already. I guarantee
if there's a woman in red in any of these John Wick flicks, red dress, blonde hair, that makes the guys do a double take and maybe leads to a scene where somebody gets, popped in the head or something like that. Okay. I don't think it, but all right.
Well, I'm going to watch all three of the movies tonight, and I will find a woman in a red dress. Maybe not leading to a scene that gets somebody popped, but we'll see what happens.
Let me throw one more wrench into the works here. All right. Based on the performance of the last Matrix movie, do you think Keanu Reeves wants his successful John Wick franchise to be associated with it in a Keanu-verse?
I would say not directly associated with it, but I don't think he would want to distance himself from it. And people have asked him many times.
I don't think he's distancing himself. I think he's not making any waves to try to distance himself because, like,
I know what you mean, but not meld the two franchises together, right?
Right.
I don't know if he would necessarily want that to be the case, but I do know that he acknowledges the fact that the Matrix changed his life.
Yes. Yes.
And many other people's lives. Even in the press tours for the last one, knowing that last movie wasn't exactly what people wanted, he knows that he just wants to, any opportunity that he can get to be that character, I think he enjoys.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. I don't think he enjoys it as much as he enjoys John Wick.
No.
Right?
But also that kind of movie. So, The Matrix and John Wick, they're both action movies, right?
Yeah.
But The Matrix is probably more of a philosophical think piece than really anything in John Wick is.
I don't think it became a philosophical think piece until the second Matrix flicks, which
I think it's only because it took people a while to realize all the imagery and stuff that was in that first one. They taught college courses on that first Matrix movie.
Yeah, they teach college courses on the Black Panther movie also.
But that doesn't make it any less real, right? The last two, I don't know, they kind of failed at that same kind of burying of the philosophical concepts that they had built in the first one.
Okay.
And as much as I love John Wick, do you think it's going to have the same cultural impact that The Matrix does? No.
It already has.
John Wick? Do you say we're stuck in the John Wickverse? No, you say we're in the Matrix, man. We're living in the Matrix now. People talk about pill, follow the white rabbit, all that.
Okay. Yeah. But once you hit middle age, right, you haven't gotten there yet, right?
I'm middle age. How old do you think I'm going to be? I'm 40 years old.
You're only 40. Listen, when you start playing the back nine of your 40s, right, and you try to recapture your youth, you know what's going to be the first line coming in your mouth? People keep asking me if I'm back. Well, yeah. I'm thinking I'm back. All right. Yeah. So don't tell me that doesn't have the same value for the middle-aged people like myself that you're living in a Matrix has. Because once you hit the back nine of your 40s, the second half of middle age, yeah, you're going to be saying that.
I think people of all ages will probably, I'd say in 100 years from now, as much as I love John Wick, in 100 years from now, people will still know what the Matrix is.
Okay. Champe found it, right? He did a little work for us tonight. Champe, thank you. He says, okay, guys, there is a split, but it is made by Morpheus and not an agent.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, thank you. Now, I can't play the YouTube because the YouTube, when we play any videos on live, yeah, they'll take us down like with the quickness. So if you guys want to see what we are all talking about, just pop on that link on chat, right? And
that's in the Facebook chat. Yeah.
And whatchamacallit? Just pop on that link. And
another smart commenter right under that.
All right, here we go. We got the realist saying Ryan is right. I don't know. I think the realist is a little biased.
No, I don't know about that. He's a very smart man. He knows what he's talking about.
If he was smart, he'd be living on our side of the country. But that's a story for another time. Thank you for chiming in with us there, realist. And then we have William saying another line
from the Matrix.
I know Kung Fu.
Yeah?
Yes.
Show me.
Yes.
Come on. See? Come on.
You know what, though? He didn't know Kung Fu in the fourth flick. I'm just saying. Okay.
No, it wasn't necessarily Kung Fu. It was one of the older. It was more like Tai Chi, really, in the part.
No. He was straight Magneto.
So listen to this, Jay. How do you explain all the bullets flying at John Wick?
Yes.
In all three of the movies, and now the fourth movie in the trailer.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get hurt.
Because in
the suit, the ballistic suit that he's wearing.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second. I want to listen. The ballistic suit is the greatest swerve in all of movie history.
Yeah.
Because all he's doing is holding up his jacket like this and acting like a bulletproof shield. You're saving money.
He's Wonder Woman.
Effects.
He's Wonder Woman.
You're saving money on production value because you don't have to say anything but, oh yeah, the suit is lined with Kevlar, right? I mean, dude, I when I saw him going up the steps and shooting and doing the Dracula, I'm like, you know what? God bless, baby.
I'm telling you,
I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
That's another one right there. That's another reason. See, what are you telling me? I can dodge bullets? No, I'm telling you that when you're ready, you won't have to. You just wear the damn suit. You're good to go.
Here we go. Check your phone in. The fourth flick, he was straight up John Wick. So in the fourth flick of The Matrix, I guess, he was straight up, yes. So Jay sent me a few pictures.
The long hair too.
Yes, I just can't. I can't put them up in the chat from the computer.
Hold it up to the screen. Yeah.
No, it's gonna look funky. Jay, if you're reading me, don't send it to my text message. Send it to my Facebook Messenger, and I'll
put it in the Facebook chat. Put it in the Facebook chat. We'll be able to
put it in the chat, bro. And I'll definitely slide it up. I'll show you.
So realist asked, would there be a John Wick without the Matrix? And I would say absolutely not. Absolutely.
You know what? Let me throw this in all of your faces for a second. Would there be a Matrix without Johnny Mnemonic?
No. Because he needs to try again, right? Like, you know what? Let me give that another shot.
If you haven't seen Johnny Mnemonic, don't.
Don't bother.
It was a tough watch. It really was. You know, but it was pre-Matrix Keanu. It was after Point Break, which was a great flick. But you know, it did what it had to do, and it sold whoever did the casting for John Wick.
What up, Tone? It did sell tickets. I mean, it put butts in seats for the Matrix, because Keanu, while he was a big gigantic star, at that time he wasn't making those kinds of movies, right? I mean, he was already in Speed, so
dude, he was selling tickets. He was selling tickets based on his name alone, right?
Sure.
Bill and Ted, Point Break,
but he wasn't doing sci-fi, right?
Yes.
I think maybe that's why that little. Plus, that was during that age where everything internet, you know, was kind of like real corny. You know what I mean?
It was early internet. It was internet 1.0.
Internet days, yes.
Yes.
I don't think they knew where to go with it, but yeah, I think Johnny Mnemonic.
All right, so here are the pictures from J. John's extensive collection. I
mean,
I've been there. I've seen it firsthand. This is beautiful stuff. I don't know if this is
all right,
Mafex or Haya or whoever it is, but this is. I mean,
well, that's the sideshow piece that I have up here.
That's sideshow. Okay. All right. So this is one of the pieces that are up there. Okay.
Give me a single.
No, sorry, that was not. Good thing it wasn't something naughty.
Give me a single here.
But here's the John Wick piece. So yeah, so Jason is saying that that they are the same, one in the same. All right, we're going to give Ryan the single.
I got the reflection of my screen on here, but
oh man,
you see the idea. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Same Hot Toys piece.
Why am I? Oh, I got to stop sharing the screen. I'm sorry, folks. I still don't know what
he doesn't know what he's doing.
All right, but here's Ryan's piece from Sideshow. I guess they're the same piece, posed differently.
Yeah, I mean they're very, very posable.
Yeah.
And then of course the John Wick that we saw earlier posed slightly differently than that John Wick. But God damn it, you can't see anything.
Oh, excuse me. Yours is Sideshow. Jason's is Hot Toys.
Same thing. They're the same thing. Sideshow sells the Hot Toys. They are Hot Toys. Look at all the little things it comes with. It has got the marker.
Dude. I love it. I love the gold pieces to trade away. You know, come on, man. You gotta pay the guy from the Crow and from Warriors come out and play. You know, to clean up all your dead bodies.
They do good work. They do.
Champe here talking about our Johnny Mnemonic. And those who did still see it, still don't know that the preacher guy is Dolph Lundgren. You know what, Champe? I'm going to let you know right now. I did not know Dolph Lundgren was in the flick either. So way to go. Thank you. I don't remember it at all. Glenda's like, here we go. Glenda's saying, damn, Ryan, okay, about your collection. Yeah. You know, but I'm going to say, baby, don't worry about it. Ryan's collection will be dwarfed once I get that Marvel Legends Galactus that we were talking about the other day. I can't wait to have it posed right behind me. Those who are toy heads know what I'm talking about. The wife knows what I'm talking about. It's about 32 inches tall. And you know, I mean, not a lot of people have it. I can't wait for it. She's telling me no, but you know what? I'm telling you, I already sleep on the couch. So I've paid the physical taxes already. Any married couple knows what I'm talking about. I've paid those physical dues to get. Oh man, I'm getting yelled at on all forms of social media right now. So I'm just gonna shut my mouth and move on.
Happy wife, happy life, Jay. Come on. So yeah, that basically to tie all that up in a bow.
I can't wait.
John Wick.
But okay, yeah.
What you don't see is the gun over here. Well, no, off screen to his head. Yeah, I blame Tony in the chat for getting me into this. It's like, man, once you pop.
Man, Tony's got an awesome collection too. I've been there at Comic Cons with Tony when he's been buying some of his stuff. You know what? We if people want to show us their stuff, send it through here. I showed you a little bit of Jason stuff. We've seen a little bit of Ryan stuff.
Yeah,
send us some images to our Facebook messengers. You guys know who you are, and we'll show off some of your classic stuff. Randy, he has an addiction. Yes. Yeah. Which one has an addiction, Randy? Are we talking about Ryan? Are we talking about Tony?
Both of them.
Listen, from what I heard, Randy's bringing in now about $120 a year, so his collection should be growing.
So what you're trying to say is he can get me one for Christmas.
He can get you one for Christmas. Yeah. Wait a second, Ray. I'm getting multiple snowballs thrown at me for the Galactus comment. But listen, let me bring this back to Randy with his $120,000 a year. Randy, you know what, buddy? Maybe you could buy me the Galactus so the wife doesn't throw anything at me. Or maybe we could slide it in. You know what I mean? I'll send you the dough and it'll show up on your credit card bill. I'm just saying there's ways around this.
Everybody wins.
My Peppa Pig collection is pretty good right now. You know what?
The life of a
priority, brother.
The life
she does. But if I could talk about toys for a second, we got a few toy collectors up here, right? We got toy collectors who are of our age, right? Yourself, Tony, Jason, who's in the chat as well. And one of the things that I love about you guys, not so much Tony, but I know Ryan and I know Jason, you guys are both so very generous, and you guys allow your kids and your nieces and nephews to play with your toy collection. Hell no. That is brave, gentlemen. I tell you both right now,
they have toys in the name. They are not toys. They're museum pieces you see locked away behind glass. If I could lock those up with a key, I probably would. I lock the door when the kids are in the house. Nobody comes in here.
I think you're the only person that I know in my life that has ever got a vasectomy to protect his toy collection. Yeah. I mean,
it's an expensive hobby too. I got to tell you, man, these things are growing in value.
But you see, all of this is coming back to, to bring this back to the beginning here. All this is coming back from the things we love, right? Not just comics, but also movies, and especially The Matrix. I mean, Keanu has been in our lives 40 years, right? I mean,
he's what, like, he's got to be 700 or 800 years old, right? So, I mean, I told you, he's a vampire. He's going to be around forever. It's got to be 25 years now, right? When did Speed come out? 90.
Oh, dude, he was before Speed. The first movie I remember seeing Keanu in was a family drama piece called Parenthood in the early 80s.
Yeah, but that's before.
Yeah,
that was my time, I guess. I mean, I'm an 80s baby.
Good time.
I wasn't watching the Parenthood, in my single-digit years.
So let's look at Keanu's IMDb here for a second, right? And I mean, over 109 credits as an actor. All right, his most recent announced piece is Constantine 2 announced. That's it. We don't know how far it's going on that. Berserker, based on his comic book, is in pre-production. John Wick Chapter 5. So this will be his biggest franchise, not The Matrix. John Wick Chapter 5 is in pre-production right now. And The Ballerina, which is a spinoff of John Wick. John Wick Chapter 4 post-production. We already know. We saw the trailer today. Super Pet. He did a voice in it. Matrix Resurrections. Cyberpunk 2077, his voice in a video game. Bill and Ted, that's his third Bill and Ted movie.
Not just his voice in the video game. He did some motion capture.
Really? Okay. We got Toy Story 4. We got John Wick 2, To the Bone, The Film Prayer, excuse me. Quantum is Calling, The Bad Batch, Neon Demon, The Whole Truth, Exposed, Interrogation's Gone Wrong, Knock Knock. If you haven't seen Knock Knock, I recommend you guys seeing Knock Knock, please. 47 Ronin, I was not a fan of 47 Ronin. Man of Tai Chi, I didn't see that. No, I wanted to be it. I want to like it more than I did like it. Private Lives of Pipoli, I didn't see that. Street Kings, I didn't see that. The Lake House, I unfortunately saw that. Scanner Darkly, I unfortunately saw that. Constantine, I saw that. Thumbsucker, I didn't. Ellie Parker, Something's Got to Give. Matrix Revolutions, Enter the Matrix, which was the video game. Animatrix. Hardball, I remember that.
There was another game too, called The Path of Neo, which I don't remember all that well. I don't think it was as good. I mean, it definitely wasn't as good as Enter the Matrix, but the Enter the Matrix game was more based on Niobe, which was Jada Pinkett Smith's character.
Gotcha.
And her sidekick Ghost.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't really see, those are spin-offs that never happened. That's another knock on the Matrix. I'm sorry. But look, right here in 2000, to kick off our current era, The Replacements as quarterback Shane Falco. If you haven't seen The Replacements, please go see The Replacements. Devil's Advocate, great flick. The Matrix. The last time I committed suicide, I didn't see that. Feeling Minnesota. Speed 2. Much Ado About Nothing. I remember that. The Shakespeare flick. Dracula. I remember that.
Which one was that? Ted. What was that amazing movie that him and somebody else were exchanging love notes through a goddamn mailbox? That stupid ass movie.
Was it The Lake House?
Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah. It was The Lake House. Yeah. So we're going into the 90s. 1984 was his first credit in a TV series called Hanging In. And then he did a Coca-Cola commercial after that. Then he did Night Heat as Mugger number 1. All right. But Keanu Reeves has been in film, TV, cinema almost 40 years.
And he was
almost 40 years, dude.
He also he was part of that crew with River Phoenix.
The Brat Pack.
Yeah. So he was around Hollywood,
right?
Probably for a while before he actually.
He was in right. My Own Private Idaho was the River Phoenix flick that he was in. But yeah, I mean, dude, and you know what? Keanu has hit the peaks and he's hit the valleys, right? And we've stuck with him. He's earned enough of our emotional currency to get us to watch movies like The Lake House.
Yeah, he's set. I mean, he no matter what it is that he puts out. What was that recent one that was kind of trashy? I think you mentioned it. The one where Replicants, was that it?
Yes.
That one I had some hopes for, but it was not that good.
Youngblood. Here we go. Glenda's saying he's 58 years old. Yes, he's 58, and I'm still going to buy the Galactus. Knock Knock was good. Yes.
Yeah.
At Point Break. Come on, Point Break. That is another staple. I mean, we call Chris Hemsworth Point Break. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a shame that he wasn't in the Point Break remake. I mean, that was a gimme. That was a gimme, and he wasn't in it. Pure Garbage. I don't know if that was a movie or Tony's commentary on Point Break. Or
why are you screaming, Tony?
Randy coming in with he's an action star. That's why Replicas sucked.
Yeah, because they try to play him off as this genius scientist in a lab that was actually was he a scientist? No, I think he was.
He was the designer of
right?
Yeah, he was the designer of downloading these people's souls or memories and uploading them into replicant bodies, right? And it was a movie that was supposed to be dealing with the ethics of that.
JD's gonna get stabbed live on air.
No Galactus. No Galactus.
He's lactose intolerant.
No Galactus.
She's lactose intolerant.
So we're gonna start a GoFundMe for me. Anybody want to chip in and hook me up with contributing to Galactus? Ryan, Jason, Randy, Tony, Will.
The
Please,
entire
please.
unstoppable universe
There we go.
is in service of getting this Galactus.
Help a little old me. Help a little old me. Not get beat by his wife and end up on the news by supporting my Galactus GoFundMe.
Look at this over here.
It's just like that Johnny Depp movie. Which one? The one where he was a scientist with the solar panels?
Yeah, the solar panels. It downloaded his consciousness. Yeah, that was trash.
Yeah. Listen, it was still better than the Ninth Gate. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either. That was about hell, right?
That was about hell. So yes, free Galactus. New hashtag, ladies and gentlemen. Free Galactus. Please help me free Galactus. With that, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Speaking of the toys, Randy said earlier, his Peppa Pig collection.
He's got a vast Peppa Pig collection. I'm surprised the Peppa Pig collection made the move. It survived the move. There we go. Let's give it a full screen there. Let's give Peppa. Let's give her the full screen. There we go. This is a guy who is living for his daughter, ladies and gentlemen.
Dedication.
He's doing the Lord's work, and he's bringing her up the right way, and he will never show her a Matrix flick.
No. See, no. Yeah. As the uncle of that baby, you need to show that baby all the Matrix movies. But then just play the first one again after the fourth one. And then go ahead and show her all the John Wick. You got to wait a little bit.
Oh, Jumpy, I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you. I think he is. I think, all right, before we get out of here, I just want to bring this up as the last topic. I think Keanu has gone into this place where you're not hiring, excuse me, you're not hiring Keanu the actor. You're hiring Keanu, just like you're not hiring.
Time, Jay. We're in the Matrix, and I don't know if it's breaking up. It's you or me. Try it one more time.
You're not hiring Keanu, the actor. You're hiring Keanu Reeves. The same way you're going to be hiring Sam Jackson. The same way you're going to be hiring
Ryan Reynolds.
McShane. Right. The same way you're hiring Ryan Reynolds. The same way you're hiring Robert De Niro, right? You're not hiring them to be actors anymore. You're hiring them to be who they are, turned up to 11 or 12. So is there some truth to Champe's comment? My opinion is going to go to leaning toward yes, right? So I'm not looking for Keanu the actor. I'm looking for Keanu the celeb to be in whatever he's going to be in.
Right. I mean, I don't think he's ever been, he's not a Pacino or anything.
There we go. William's saying there's no spoon, there's no Galactus, but there will be. There won't be, but there would be, but there won't be. There won't be. Maybe. Who knows?
A nice shot of you next week with Galactus behind you.
Who knows? There are no more comments I will be making. That will be getting me into
more public comments. Have it shipped to my house. Do what Tony does to get me in trouble every time he orders a new hot tub. Have it shipped to my house so that my fiance thinks it's me buying them. He's like, "What the hell did you get now?"
I like what you're doing.
No,
I like what you're doing. You're using Tony as your blanket, right? Because when you really order it, you're trying to get your wife to see that, hey, it was Tony ordering. I like what you're doing. So yes. So Ryan, don't order Galactus for me and ship it to my house. I need to
send it to your house or my fiance will get upset. Glenda, don't be mad. It's me sending it to the house.
Yes, just like my cousin Richie does. Don't send it to my house. Don't send it to my house.
I won't.
Right. Okay. It'll show up in the move somewhere. I know.
So let's get back to the topic at hand. So for those of you that joined us a little late, we're essentially saying, yes, the John Wick verse is finally expanding. We're happy for it. We can't wait to see the fourth installment. And like you said, the fifth one's already in production.
Yes, pre-production on the fifth one.
All right, so they just started shooting Ballerina. So we know he's gonna be in that.
Started November 8th.
Right, 2 days ago.
Right.
It is finally expanding. We're not getting everything we were kind of promised at first, but we're gonna get a good amount of stuff.
Okay.
And I think when they see how popular the Ballerina is, she'll probably get a couple more movies. Because Ana de Armas is leading lady now.
Amazing. Ana de Armas, ladies and gentlemen.
If
you don't know who she is,
first of all, okay. If you don't speak Spanish,
yes,
the way you say weapon in Spanish is what, Jay?
Pistola.
No, that's pistol. I forgot. You're Puerto Rican.
Armas. It's in the name.
Exactly. Arma.
It's in the name. All right. Cuba's #1 export, Ana de Armas.
Ana de Armas. There you go. It's in her goddamn name.
Yes.
I mean, it makes too much sense. Plus, like I said, in this Bond flick, the picture you have up on screen, the Bond flick she was in.
Yes.
She did all her own stunts. She did extensive training.
Yes.
So she's ready for it,
And to add a little bit of a credence to your Neo Matrix John Wick theory, thank you, Jason, for sending this to us. But there you've got Matrix 4 Neo holding up on John Wick action figure in the wasn't that the name of his company?
Arch. That's the name of his motorcycle company, yes.
Oh, that's the name of his motorcycle company. I thought that was the name of the video game company from the Matrix 4.
No. That poster he got behind him there. I don't know, but I was trying to find that damn poster. And I had to make one myself. You see this?
Which one? This one here that says the
the other one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. And you're not going to tell me. Come on, man. I'm a Matrix super fan here. You see this?
You made that?
Well, I mean, sort of.
When you say you made that, do you mean you bought the frame after you bought the poster and you put it into the frame?
Jay, don't disparage me. I got a black piece of paper and some green paint, and I painted it myself.
Yeah.
Then I put it under.
Let's go back with the man, the living legend. He is our national treasure, Mr. Keanu Reeves, John Neo Wick.
Yes.
Who is proving that the John Wickverse is his most identifiable franchise, with a fifth flick coming out and a spinoff coming in.
I will still have to disagree.
Ballerina.
I don't think it's his most. It's going to be his most lucrative, probably.
Okay.
But I don't think it's his most identifiable. It will always be Neo from the Matrix.
If I was prepared better, I would have showed even the unlicensed toys that use a John Wick head to sell their action figures out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've shown you before, and I don't want to dump on them because I'm not here to tear down anybody's buildings. But it's clearly John Wick. They just call it something else.
William, William in the chat right there should have had the Matrix screensaver going on. Listen, I've tried to find the Matrix screensaver to put on anything. The only ones that exist are stupid little GIFs that for the lap, for your computer or something. I don't know if you were tuned into the stream. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, I had the Matrix running in the background.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But it was the Matrix video game kind of Unreal demo of some new technology that it was amazing.
Here we go. Ana de Armas in English means Annie of weapons.
There you
or Annie, get your gun. I'm just saying it works. It works.
It works.
Right? Somebody shouting you out, bro. That's the old movie poster.
No, see, I looked for it. It doesn't exist.
Okay. Did you see the Bill and Ted? Okay, so Jason wants us to show the Bill and Ted figures.
I was wearing the
There
Bill
we
and Ted
go.
shirt last week.
Oh, I didn't show it. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Bill and Ted. So they don't have the phone booth, but they got the phone. Yeah, that's our first time.
So
First
listen
time
to
a lot
this.
of people recognize Keanu.
Bill and Ted got rebooted, right? They made that other movie. The Matrix he did again. Yes. So do you think it's possible they come back and remake or reboot or put another sequel in for any one of his other franchises? That's been
they tried Point Break, it didn't happen. Youngblood didn't happen.
He wasn't in it. He wasn't in it.
Right. He wasn't in it, but it was remade. Whatchamacallit? It was what else? We were looking at the IMDb a second ago. Knock Knock. That didn't happen. The Replacements. No, that's not gonna happen. Speed. He wasn't in the second one. No. Hardball. The kid died, so he's not gonna be doing it again.
So
Lake House.
The only other one that works here is not really his biggest.
The Earth still was remake.
Constantine. That'll be the next.
Constantine's coming back, but is it going to be a remake? I don't know. Maybe we can talk about that another time.
It's probably going to be a sequel. I guess we'll save that one for the next. Next stream.
Yeah, but look, is the John Wick verse finally expanding? Yes.
Thank God. Yes.
Thank God, and it's expanding with a very hot ticket. Ana de Armas will sell tickets to that movie on her name alone.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Me neither. I already ordered my tickets.
Yeah. And we brought this up earlier. If anybody wants to get down for a marathon, let's see if we can all get together for a marathon if AMC is going to be doing it, or maybe we'll find somebody's place and big enough and we'll do a screening and then maybe go into the flick after that.
Listen,
I can't wait.
My living room. That'll work.
There we go. All right, now, before we get out of here, I want to say that tomorrow I will be going to see Black Panther. So I will be doing a spoiler-free review tomorrow evening, very quickly. Just putting it up there. I can't wait to see it. I want to see this one more than the first Black Panther movie. I'm looking forward to it.
Bring some tissues.
Yeah.
Bring some tissues.
Well, are you going to go see it this weekend?
We're planning to try and go see it tomorrow if we can get some good seats. Because when I checked earlier today,
dude,
I'm going to launch on a holiday.
I'm going at 10 a.m. I'm going at 10 a.m. baby. 10 a.m. Wow. So maybe we're getting down tomorrow night and together do a spoiler-free review very quickly, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let me get on the app and try to get some tickets. God dang it.
Let's go. But so other than that, Ryan, where can they find you, brother?
You can find me on IG. The name's right down here, El Duro. And as always on Unstoppable Comics on IG as well.
My man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can also find me at unstoppablecomics.com. And if you are going to be in Long Island on November 20th, there's a Long Island Comic Book Expo. I will be there, and I will be talking about comic books and Kickstarter. Come see me, hanging out with Jorge Medina. We're going to be doing a nice panel around 2 o'clock, talking about comics and Kickstarter. Maybe we will record it and probably live stream it on both of our channels. So check us out there. Check us out on Unstoppable Comics. Thank you, and have a good night, Streamland. Peace.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.